Hey, welcome back. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this sketch of mine that I painted. That I put. Let me see if I can get you on it. That I put that underpainting on. Man, that mixed media paper really curled up this time. If you watched any of my other videos, you know that it does. But this time, it really curled up. I don't have anything to hold it either. That's, let me see. I don't know if this ruler that I have is heavy enough to hold it down. Might be able to slide this ruler, but it really curled up. Mixed media, yeah, mixed media. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I knocked you over. Good enough. I can slide that ruler around and should be able to hold it down. So yeah, yesterday, if you watched, this was a sketch from 3 years ago down in Wilmington, North Carolina, that I did, and I'm going to put acrylic paint on it. And what I did was did an underpainting yesterday with a grayish color and a dark white. It's what does it say? Supposed to be a dark titanium white, which was one of the first light colors that I grabbed. You can use, could have used any color. And hopefully, I've never done this before, so hopefully it'll put values in there. And I just want to see, I want to see if we can learn something from it, or I can. So I'm just going to make some, I'm just going to put some of this acrylic paint on the board here. This is a, what is it? It says sky blue. I'm not fond of acrylic paints. I'm not sure what the pigments are in this. I'm not going to bother to look because it's not that important. And I'm going to grab this, no, not that warm gray. I need a white, but I think I'm out of it in acrylic. I'm out of acrylic white. So yeah, I guess I will grab this warm gray. I'm out of white, so I'm going to grab this gray to mix with this blue to lighten it up a little bit. Don't know if it's going to work. We're going to see. Doesn't matter, does it? We learn something together. Or maybe we learn nothing. Is what it is. Okay, let me see. So, take this old brush I got. Let's see what we can do. See what we can do. See what that blue looks like mixed with this. Wow, not very good. It's not making a color that I was looking for. Definitely. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. Let's just we'll try it out up here at the top. We'll try it out up here at the top. Yeah, not fond of it. Not fond of acrylics. What does it look like? I don't know. So I already had the underpainting on there. Don't know. This ruler's actually going to get in the way, isn't it? Yeah, Mix a little more of that blue. And you can do this. This is not what I had in mind. Not what I had in mind, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I much prefer oil paint. Tell you what. Didn't think I'd ever say that several years ago, as I've told the story a million times. When I was in my 20s, I started to try to oil paint, and was living in California at the time, in Compton actually. It was sort of a, turned out to be sort of a disaster. Sort of nothing, it was a disaster. So I went to throw it away, and this old man that I was renting my apartments from happened to be downstairs by the dumpster and caught me before I threw it away, and he wanted it, so God knows why, but I gave it to him. But I had worked on that thing. I had worked on that thing all night, and it was so frustrating that it was headed for the dumpster. And then for another 40 years, I didn't touch oil paint. I didn't even attempt it. It's just in the last year, I guess, less than that, last 8 months, that I've decided to try to paint at all again. I've always sketched, you know, but painting has never been, nobody ever took the time to teach me, and I didn't. And when I was young, there was no internet, there was no YouTube. So there was no place I could look that stuff up. You know. So that was that, you know. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I did a sketch years ago in Wilmington. At a place called Dockside. If you go to Wilmington, it's my favorite place. Restaurant. It's called Dockside because it's right Dockside. Great people there too. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping this would do, you know, work with me like oil paint, but it's not. It is not doing that. So yeah, it's not doing that. So I don't know, but I make these videos just to we see what happens. I don't line anything up to succeed. I don't pre-do it. What you see is what you get, you know. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least we'll see it together. And hopefully. What I hope to do here with this mess is I'm hoping to go over this mess that I've got here, and yeah, I don't think this ruler's not going to work. I'm just going to have to hold it. The ruler's just getting in the way. It's just getting in the way. So let me see. So what I'm hoping to do, this stuff dries pretty quick. So hopefully this will dry, and then I can go over with some darker colors. So far, I don't know. I think this underpainting would be good for, it'd be good for watercolor for sure. I mean, not watercolor, oil paint. Yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna, I was saying last night, I think I'm gonna pick up some canvases and we're gonna do some portraits. I'm gonna do a big portrait on a large canvas, I think, of Sophia Loren. May change the subject, but I don't think so. I think I'll do one of her. I'll try to do one of her on a large canvas, like a 40 by 60. And I'm gonna do an underpainting on it. I don't know what colors I'm gonna use for that, but on a good canvas is not gonna roll up like this. So we're gonna do that, and maybe the effects. Let me see. Is this paint still any good? No. It isn't. Is it? No. This acrylic dries so quick. So I'm going to put some dark paint in there. No, not this, actually. Nope. What are we going to put there? What are we going to put there? Actually, I'm just going to use this dark titanium. And for this. We're just going to do that. Oh no, yeah. That's why you want to have a rag. I don't know. I'm just throwing this on here because I really don't care. We're going to make these videos and we're going to see. We're going to do our own thing here and see if it works. I don't really care. This was an old. Of course, I prefer it comes out all right. It might look like I did it on purpose if it does. which I'm assuring you I didn't. Did not do it on purpose if it does come out all right. I hoped it would come out all right. If I remember, it's been so long since I've been down there at the dockside. I don't remember if these pylons were concrete or if this was made out of wood. I think it was concrete. This walkway. I may be wrong. Probably am. Doesn't matter. For our purposes, it's concrete. Our dock's made out of concrete. Whatever Wilmington's got going on is their deal. Let's see. This pole here was a light pole, I guess. I don't remember. These poles, these poles were meant to carry wire, so they're. And I don't know if these were concrete pylons. I don't know. They probably wasn't. They probably wood. Either way, you could. Doesn't matter if we decide to later, we could turn them into wood. But right now, this is gonna be a dark gray, titanium white, whatever the hell this color is. I think. Yeah. So we're gonna make our pylons out of concrete. No, they are not. Hell, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows, huh? Okay. Who knows? That thing out there was made out of wood. I remember that little building there. It was made out of wood. Let's see. I need a smaller brush. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Smaller brush. Okay. Take a smaller brush and just put a little blue underneath this. Underneath this dock. Yeah. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know how that's going to turn out. That's all right. We're just going for it, as they say. We're just going for it. We are just going for it. Put some dark in there. We're going to keep messing with this till we try to get it to some kind of a semi, what's that word? Aesthetically pleasing point. You say in Rembrandt, I said aesthetically pleasing to us. So we're not talking about Rembrandt. No. No, we're not. No. Okay. No, we're not. Yeah, I prefer oil paint by far. I mean, you know, to hand it to acrylics, this is some cheap, well, not financially cheap, I guess, but this mixed media paper is anything but. It is anything but. It is just paper that shouldn't have liquid on it. But company's making money off of it. I guess people are buying it. It's okay for dry stuff, but I will never buy another one. I'll tell you that. I will never buy another one from that company. Well, probably from any company. I think they have these, I don't have any brand names because I haven't bought any at this point, but they have canvas in notebook form, canvases. I'm going to get some of those for practice in there. They got just canvas pages, real canvas. That's what I really need to do this kind of stuff with. And that's what I need. Yep. Let me see, do I have some kind of a brown that is not too dark? No, I can mix it with that, I suppose. No, that's very dark. Let's see. Try this. Let me try this here. It's still dark. This is still too dark. Yeah, I need some more brushes. These are very worn out and very, very worn out. Need some small ones is what I need. Yeah, that one, tips have already fall off that. That's cool. That's very nice. Yeah. Also need to get organized more. But I just do things. I just do things on the fly, as you can tell. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't like this acrylic. I don't. I do not. Yeah. I do not. Just don't. Yeah. Nope. Acrylic's not my thing. What I'm trying to do is I'm just use up the supply that I got on these videos, and then the rest of whatever painting videos I do will either be watercolor or oil paint. I don't remember the color of those boats out there. I'm just going to paint them a bright color. I'm just going to paint them a bright color because I can. Well, maybe I can. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah. We shall see. And actually, I remember this day that I was there. these bolts weren't bright colored. Most of them were that dull white looking color that day. But that's all right. That is okay. That is okay. These boxes, I don't remember what the hell these boxes were. Maybe they were call boxes or something. I think they might have been red. I don't know. Never had the money to have a boat. So, I don't know. Maybe one day. 100 years old already, so that day may not come. Not literally 100, so don't get wound up. Yeah, I don't know what these were. It must have been call boxes or something. I don't remember. Yeah. Can't just have red boats out there. I'm gonna have to put some. Color in there. About a fluorescent green boat. I'm sure somebody's got one. And why not? Why not? Let's put some yellow. Put some yellow over there too. Somebody's got to have a yellow boot. Yeah. Somebody's got to have a yellow boot. Yeah, see, I should have had everything laid out, but I don't do things that way. I just don't. Spent my life in the military and it has ruined me. I don't do a damn thing anymore unless I feel like it. And nobody can tell me anything, which is that's not a good thing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. One of the side effects of years and years of enslavement. Which, make no mistake, that's what it is. But it's all right. I did have a good time. Just have a touch of color down here. Just have a touch of color somewhere over there. Why not? There's a shoreline over there. We could use some green in that. Oh, let me mix it with this yellow and see what we get. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Huh? Now we're cooking with Crisco. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that underpainting, never did it before, but yeah, it does help. You got shadows there already, which is cool. It does help out. Check that out. See, surely does. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to test it out on something I didn't really care about. I mean, this was nothing but a sketch and not a clear one. It's one of those things where I was trying to get ideas for a painting later. So I do I do sketches sometimes when I see something that I think is interesting. And then I'll use it later, or parts of it in a painting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Okay, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'll do another one. I'll continue to put some stuff on here, and then I'll do another video. Well, I'll mix that brown with that green, and it worked out a little bit. I made a darker green, not much though. You can tell. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that does help because the shadows are already there. Okay, so yeah, so that's one vote for underpainting. There's a bunch of professional painters out there shaking their head. What is this clown doing? That's all right. You know what? That is okay. That is okay. I used to throw people out of airplanes. Let's see you do that. Oh man. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna shut this video down because it's starting to get long. And most people don't want to stick around that long anyway for videos. And then I'll continue to put a little stuff on this, and then if I can get it to look a little better, or either way, I'll just do a short. I'll come back to it, do a short, and we wrap it or not. I just wanted to see what we could get out of this sketch. You saw it in the beginning if you watched those videos, and if not, you can go back and look at them. But there was nothing. It was just basically a figure drawing of what I saw in Wilmington. And so I just wanted to see if we could put some color to it and try to use some kind of back painting. I've never done that before. I saw it on a video actually yesterday. So, but I am going to try it. I am going to do it in the oil, and it'll work, I'm sure, with oil. And I may screw it up with oil paint, but anyway, so I'm just going to number this number 2, and I will come back to it one more time, probably tonight, and then that'll be it on this particular one. All right, so thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.